So Canelo Saul Alvarez knocks out Sergey the Crusher Kovalev, put the grits on the two. A lot of people think the knockout was fake. A lot of people thinking the fight was set up. I'm a little bit sick right now. That's why I haven't really been on here. But I want to talk about it. So let's do that.
Welcome to Real Life Boxing!
Blessed love and blessed night. Oh, boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fight nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. Canelo Saul Alvarez knocks out Sergey No Longer the Crusher Kovalev in the 11th round. A lot of people think it was fixed. A lot of people think the knockout was fake. That's what he hit him with. The 3 and then put the grits on the 2. He hit him with an over the top right hand first that shook his legs. We didn't see that though because of the camera angle. And then he hit him with that left hook that hit him right on the top of the head. Same shit Anthony Joshua got hit with. That made him do the stanky leg, and then Canelo put the grits on the 2 and down he went. Hey, before we get into it, I'm gonna ask you guys to smash on the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded. Southpaw jab. And you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. Oh, shoot shot from the southpaw side. So, the night after, the thing that's crazy is a lot of people, most people thought that Canelo would win the fight by a late stoppage. But now, of course, that he did win the fight by late stoppage, a lot of people think that it was fixed. A lot of people think that it was fake. The knockout was fake. You know what I'm saying? Whatever have you. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts and opinion, but I don't feel like people are really taking stuff away from. I think that people feel this way because of the way Kovalev fought. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev was really trying to just outbox Canelo and win the fight by points. He wasn't really trying to land anything hard or sit down on anything hard. And I think that's where the issue comes in with a lot of people. They're like, why did Kovalev fight that way? He got paid off, you know, this and that, to take the dive. I'd like to talk about why Kovalev fought that way. I told you guys that the fight was going to be a little bit similar to Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde, minus the Anthony Yarde part. Canelo obviously a much skilled fighter, and so Kovalev was touching him. Now, I watched this fight about 3 times today, just to let you guys know. I watched the fight about 3 times, and Kovalev had some snap on a few punches. He bought a couple hooks around the air. There was some snap on some of his punches, but I understand, you know, what people are talking about. Excuse me again, my voice and stuff, my chest. I'm a little bit sick. Excuse me. I understand what people are talking about. He's parring. You know, he's touching. He's not really trying to commit to anything hard or sit down on anything hard. I understand why. I understand why. As a boxing purist, a student of the game, ex-fighter, present-day coach, I understand. Kovalev doesn't have the fastest hands. Yeah, he's got the solid jab and the good right hand. Doesn't have the fastest hands, all right? Canelo, very, very, very good, skilled counterpuncher. Not only is he a good counterpuncher, but he's a hard-hitting counterpuncher with either hand. He throws hard counterpunches. He's knocked out fighters. Excuse me. He's knocked out previous fighters with counterpunches, with hard counterpunches, right hand and left hand. So, you know, right off the bat, Kovalev is not really that fast. Canelo's hand speed was much faster, and that was evident. So, imagine that Kovalev is touching. He's pity-patting, if that's what y'all want to say. He's pity-patting. And even though he's pity-patting, and he's still getting countered with really hard shots. Now I hear people saying Canelo didn't look good He couldn't find his range. And oh, he found his range. Now the thing is obviously Kovalev is rangy. Canelo's not going to be able to just walk into the fight in the first round, you know, start touching Kovalev's body, but he was landing hard counter punches through the whole fight. Now, like I said, I'm not really a fan of the way Canelo fought, because I feel like he actually could have made the fight easier for himself if he didn't fight that way. But he was just really trying to walk Kovalev down with a high guard and just really counter anything that Kovalev threw. So even though Kovalev was pity-patting, Canelo was still countering the shit out of him. So imagine if he would have really stopped to plant his feet to throw punches. And the thing is, Kovalev was trying to box. He wasn't really trying to punch his you know, plant his feet and punch. And the thing is, his game plan was to move after he punched. So again, he's not that fast of a fighter, feet and hands. So if he plants his feet to punch, it's going to take him even longer to remove himself from that position. Whereas if he stays on his toes and just throws pity pats, you know what I'm saying, he's still moving, he's bap, just touching, and then he can move. Whereas different from if he plants his feet, whap, and then you know what I mean, then you have to get out of there. But if he's bouncing, he can pat, pepper, and still move. You see what I'm saying? But once his feet are planted, even if he plants the feet to throw a two, Canelo was countering back. So I understand why Kovalev, you know, wasn't putting the pepper on the shots. My thing is that Canelo was countering the shit out of him. Even though he wasn't sitting on the shots, he was still getting counters. So my thing is, he should have sat down on some of them anyway. He should have just took more risks. That's my thing, because he was getting counted anyway. He's throwing pity patters, he's getting counted anyway. So you might as well, you know, have sat down on some of them and try to get Canelo Alvarez respect. But like I said, with Canelo coming in that fight with his hands high, Kovalev throwing whatever, as soon as Kovalev releases his hands from the position, Canelo is countering, you know what I mean, with really fast, hard shots, regardless of if they were missing. Like, I don't think there's too many people that will want to get hit with them shits, light heavyweight or not. Like, people talk about Canelo's punching power listen, Canelo's a big dude. I'm sure he got some pop. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he got some pop. And you seen that he knocked Kovalev out clean. So the way those counter punches were flying off his shoulders, don't nobody want to get caught with them shits. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why Kovalev fought the fight that he did. I just think that he could have taken some more risks. He could have really sat down on a few of them, not all of them, but you know, a couple times when Canelo didn't counter, you know, he could have put some pepper on there, a little bit more pepper on there, and you know, let Canelo feel him. But he didn't, and you know, the fight went how I thought it was gonna go. I said that Canelo would have either won by decision or by late round stoppage, and he got the late round stoppage, exactly what I said. As soon as Kovalev slowed down a little bit and Canelo didn't have to do much to close the jab, he started landing those body punches, and that right hand, the first one that hurt him, that overhit the hand over the top right hook, he was trying to land that punch all night, you know what I'm saying, and finally landed it, and it rocked Kovalev a little bit, and then he hit him with two body shots, whap, and then hit him with that left hook on the top of the head, woof, and down Kovalev went. I don't think that the fight, I don't think that the knockout was fake. I don't think that it was set up. I don't think that Buddy McGurk is taking any extra money to have any of his fighters knocked out at this point. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag and rest in peace Maxime Dadashev. I just don't think that Buddy is going for that. You know, and a lot of people talking about how happy Kovalev was after the victory. I mean, look, He just got paid the biggest payday of his life. He got beat by a superstar, you know what I'm saying? Different from getting knocked out by Alida Alvarez, you know what I'm saying? He get knocked out by Canelo Alvarez. He's a part of history. Even though he got knocked out, he's still a part of history with Canelo's career, and got paid wealthy. So, you know, just like Anthony Joshua was happy as shit after he lost to Andy Ruiz for whatever reason. But a lot of people's like, why is he so happy? But you know, I think that he felt like he did as well as he can, and he got caught, and he probably felt like shit. Canelo's great, was able to catch me. You know what I mean? So like I said, I don't think that it was fixed. I don't think that it was set up in any way. I've done videos about boxing becoming like the WWE as far as matches and stuff being set up. I just don't see that happening in this fight. I feel like everybody pretty much knew like what the outcome was gonna be in this fight, so I don't see like why everybody is so surprised. The knockout was real, you know what I'm saying? You can't look at that knockout and say, like I said, I watched that fight 3-4 times over today, and watched the knockout over continuously. The knockout wasn't fake. Hard punches, like I said, he hit him with, they were in a clinch, and he hit him with a over the top, a right hand, like right over the top before they broke the clinch, and that kind of shook Kovalev. You see in his legs kind of thing, and then he hit him with 2 body punches, whap whap. Then he hit him with a single left hook on the top of the head, and that's the punch that made Kovalev's legs go whoop. And that punch, he hit him on top of that. That made his whole body go like this. You seen his hands were no longer here. His hands were this. His legs did this, and then he went down. So that knockout wasn't fake. So I don't see how anybody can look at that and say that that knockout was fake. Canelo put the grits on the 2. I understand why people may have an issue with Kovalev's performance, like I said, but I also understand why Kovalev fought the way that he fought. So that's my opinion, and that's my outlook on the whole situation. Hey, shout out to Canelo Alvarez for getting the job done. Like I said, I don't really like the way that he fought, because I don't like him. I don't like that hands high. You know, he wasn't even really like trying to slip punches and counter. He was just like trying to walk him down. You know what I mean? I don't like that, because I think that there's punches. You know, I don't like when he fought Triple G like that. I feel like he could have actually boxed Kovalev in every time Canelo threw his jab, he hit Kovalev with his jab. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he could have done more off of his jab rather than just trying to walk him down. You know, that to me, that's not a good game plan, because like I said, if Kovalev, you know, Kovalev could have sat down on some shit and maybe hurt Canelo. He just didn't take the risk. But you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Hey, shout out to the Kovalev too, man. Shout out for both fighters for making it through the fight, coming out safe. Shout out to Buddy McGurk. Shout out to Reynoso. Reynoso's a beast. Reynoso's a hell of a trainer, man. Hey, shout out to Ryan King Rang, destroying destroying the Romeo, just destroying him first round. Like I said, you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. I'm sorry that I'm sick, but I had to come and do this work for you guys, man. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Protect yourself at all times and keep fighting your fight. Peace and one love. That's what he, boom, boom, hit him with the grits. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.